The Romulan D7. Last I left off, I did get the base coat on, which is Tamiya's Field Gray. And I was actually going to airbrush it on, but I decided against it because when I do lighted models, I like to do I like to do aerosol cans. Makes it a little thicker on there, and it helps with the light block and just a smoother finish. This is what I use, Tamiya in the spray, TS78 Field Gray. It's kind of my go-to green. I think it just can be used for a lot of stuff, what I will show you all in a moment. Anyway, I did get the base coat on. I went back in with, after it dried, this morning I went back in with the airbrush and Liquitex Sap Green. And just did a first pass of just doing different shading areas, if you can see it. Just in areas just to break up the monotony of the monotone color of the field gray, and it just gives it a little variation. Next up, I want to go in with a little bit of black Liquitex ink mixed in with the sap green, and I'm going to go in and basically dirty it up just a tad bit more and make it look a little more battle worn. And then I'll basically be done painting the weathering on. And then I always do last is I'll do the little intercooler things that I call them grills. Get them a metallic gray. I won't go like totally silver, but more of a grayish color, and I'll get them painted and weathered up. And then probably by Tuesday I'll be able to shoot some future on it and start adding decals. But light leaks are pretty much gone. There might be a few right around the edge of the like right there, which if I keep adding more and more, I may or may not be able to get it all. So I'm just going to leave it, especially if you got like lots of lights on, you won't hardly see it. But it is looking good and taking shape. I like the subtle with the greens. Just the way the light hits it just makes a very subtle pass of the green palette on there. And then once I get a little more blaster marks, and try to keep, I don't want to go like too over weathered, but just enough to darken areas where it has seen some combat. But anyway, that's where I stand on the Romulan D7. The Jetsons. Basically what I did is when I bought it, it was already assembled, and I pretty much just had to I take it back apart, and it sat in storage forever. But I cleaned up some of the areas off the sprues that whoever built it before did not do. The stand's going to be on there permanently, because that is actually whoever designed it. Once you snap that in, you have to basically break the tabs off to get that back out. So I'm going to leave it because it's in there sturdy. So what I did is I went and washed the kit just to make sure it has been sitting in storage for a while and probably had some grime on it. I went back in with Liquitex Sap Green. I did a little bit of shading on the saucer there. Did a little bit on the back. And I need to do a little bit on the front here, but I got it masked off because I want to do the dash here. And for the field gray, I went and used it for the seats for the ship, because the seats are basically the same color as the ship color. And it makes it just a tad bit different. And then when you put the figures on, you can have basically three different colors: the ship, the upholstery, and then the figures, which should be a-okay. I always say you should have multiple kits, is because this is the family sedan from the Jetsons, and George in the show, he had a red one when he went to work for Mr. Spacely. So I always figured get two of these, you can have one family car, paint one red, you have the George's car. But, that's just having multiple kits. Anyway, that's pretty much it on the Jetsons. So, hopefully, in a day or two, I'll get finishing painting, in probably about middle of the week. I should be done. I got to paint the little thrusters there, which I'm metallic gray. I'll paint the little fin things here, silver metallic grayish color, and then I can seal it with a sealer, and I'll be done. And shoot a little future on the canopy, try to get that cleaned up. And very easy model and a very fun model to do of a great show. Also on the Jetsons base, the base was actually clear, and it kind of looks like a moon crater, so I went ahead and just shot some primer on it. I'll probably go over to the paint rack, grab some just random darker gray, paint it, and then do a wash all over it. Just a very dirty wash just to bring out the detail, and then I'll go in with paintbrush and paint the Jetsons white, and that'll be it on that. But anyway, that's I'll show everybody that once I get to that stage. But I'm just shading the ship itself, and then I'll get it accomplished and ready to go, and I will be done with that, and then we can continue on with the D7. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for another shed update and the next exciting episode.